I don't know if you haven't noticed or if you don't follow me on Instagram or, well, I still use Twitter, like, even though my phone was kind of messed up, but basically my phone has been messed up for almost 2 months now, and I've been putting up with it since, like, I knew how to keep it on, but it was driving me nuts. Like, even most recently, I had to go to the college I'm gonna attend very soon, and it was a college I haven't attended before, and it's like the first time I really had to commute to another school, so I had to use Google Maps, but even with my phone connected to my external power pack, it would still crash, like as soon as I hit the navigate button. So yeah, it was driving me crazy. And like my worthless little brother wouldn't go with me since he's already familiar with that area, but he still didn't want to go. He's like, why don't you go by yourself? So yeah. How I dealt with that was basically that I took my little brother's cell phone, which is actually formerly my cell phone, but yeah, it's quite old. It's a Nexus 4. But I've been using a LG 3 for almost 2 years now, and this phone has actually been dropped into the toilet once. It was stupid of me, but yeah, it still worked then quite well, but only recently that the phone started to really mess up badly, so it was driving me crazy. And I didn't really notice the whole like dying part of it until the night I went to visit my dog's dead body, and I wanted to take my last pictures of him, and then my phone, like when it opened the camera app, it froze. Since then, it's been like on a crazy like resetting spree. So I think internally there's something in there that's off, and it keeps rebooting. So I guess it's something to do with the heat or something. I don't know, but yeah, like watch it turn on, and I'll just keep turning on over and over again. Yeah, and I can only mediate this by plugging it into a USB source. But even then, like, sometimes it'll get stuck, and then if I immediately pull out the plug, it will reset. It's not even going to the T-Mobile screen anymore, and the battery is like 100% right now. I'm so happy that my new phone came today, and if you followed me on my blogger, I actually spoke about getting a new phone anyways, but I was, or at least I sounded like I was dead set on getting an Asus Zenfone 3 Deluxe. But then the site that I was gonna buy it from, they never stocked it in time, so I was putting it off. I was like, oh, maybe Huawei will put out something nicer. And then they released the Mate 9, which I actually considered wanting, but then they never like released it in time. So I was gonna get a Oneplus 3 just because it's pretty much the next best thing. But then there was rumors about OnePlus releasing a new phone very soon, so I put it off until they did that, and they did. And then they set up the pre-orders, or not even pre-orders, they set up the release date to actually order it the week after they announced it, so it was pretty much perfect. I mean, the price wasn't as good, but I guess it's okay, because the phone I wanted was $499, and the Asus, not the Asus, and the OnePlus 3 was $440 basically, so it was $50 cheaper. And I also didn't have to pay tax or anything, so that was pretty much the deal. That's pretty much what sealed it, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, check it out. So yeah, if you're looking for a review of this phone, you should go somewhere else, because that's not what my channel's about. But yeah, so how you phoning? So yeah, I have my OnePlus 3 now, it's still charging. I set up everything, and I can actually like use Instagram again. So this is like an Instagram plug that if you don't follow me on Instagram already, follow me on it, because I'll probably post more selfies now. Especially since the camera sensor is better than what I had before. I actually thought this phone's camera was pretty good at the time. I'm gonna miss laser autofocus because it's really fast, but this one doesn't have it, so I don't know how fast it's gonna be. But then the sensor itself is gonna be better. It should be better. It's like 2 years ahead of this one. But yeah, goodbye LG G3. I can't even hand-me-down this because it's so like messed up. The only thing I'm missing now is a case, because I'm really picky about cases, and I don't want like a really boring looking one, like one of these old ones. Like yeah, I'm really picky. if you don't know, like my old case was this one. It was a panda. And yeah, before that was a cat. That was like, but then it kind of cracked a little bit, so I threw that one away. But for this one, I ordered a Pikachu one and a Rilakkuma one. So it's gonna come, but I'm not sure when because it's probably gonna take a month because it's coming from AliExpress. And the seller there, I'm not sure because it's kind of sketchy because the seller doesn't have that high of a rating. So I'm just waiting to see the quality of that product first. And if I don't like it, I'll just buy it from a different seller because yeah, I'm really picky about my cases. So hopefully that's good and I don't have to buy another one because the Doraemon one I wanted was $6 and then apparently their sale was gone today and now it's $8. And there's also one that a cute one I saw, but it's not of any like cartoon or something of a dog, but it's from the UK and it's from eBay and that's kind of like at least $6. So yeah, the two cases I bought were only $3 something cents. So it wasn't a big loss if I got a wrong order or something, but yeah. Yeah, like if you don't know, I have basically a Snapdragon 821 now and 6 gigs of RAM, and my selfie cam is 16 megapixels, and the camera here is the same as the Asus Zenfone 3. But what I've learned recently is that even though the phone shares the same camera sensor, it's also the processing and the software behind the companies that make the pictures better. So two phones can have the same sensor, but they don't necessarily create the same picture. From all the reviews I've seen, this is like super promising. So yeah, and I'm like really loving the fingerprint scanner. So this is definitely gonna be a requirement from the future now. But yeah, did I ever mention that it reset it? Sometimes it resets in my sleep, so my alarm didn't go off, but I don't really work this week, so yeah. But yeah, basically I transferred all my apps onto this phone now, besides my leg ones, but I don't really need them anyways because I don't really play them, like Bejeweled and Oxford Dictionary and stuff. And my accounts for my games are still like there, so I'm not worried anymore because I was like, oh my god, with my Emoji Blitz account has to reset because like I'm level 57 and my Marvel Tsum Tsum is like level 18 and my Tsum Tsum, the regular one, is like level 37, so yeah. And then also my like Pokemon Go is like level 27, so yeah. I don't play that much games though, I swear. But yeah, I knew like the phone was gonna come out on the 22nd, so I literally waited till midnight to order it, but you can still order it on the website, so I feel kind of dumb. But at the same time, I got it like 4 days later, so I don't know. Yeah, this is the first time I've gotten a like Chinese phone, and I'm pretty surprised. And this one's actually heavier than my G3, and it's a little taller. And I actually like the gunmetal gray color in person more than I saw in pictures. I don't know. Because when I saw it in like other videos, the silver and the gunmetal gray didn't look that different. But it's actually much darker than I thought. But yeah, so yeah, like the 16 megapixel Sony sensor here is also used in the Asus Zenfone 3, and they're both sapphire gloss covered. So I'm assuming it's that way because, you know, like how they buy it in bulk and then it's just cheaper. So that's why they didn't like get a good new sensor. Though I was hoping for one because I'm a camera whore and that's one of my like priorities, but I have to make some sacrifices. And the pictures aren't bad anyways, but yeah. And what put me off about the Asus Zenfone 3 Deluxe is that there was barely any reviews on it, and that phone's been out for quite a while. And then there's also like the camera samples I saw, they weren't that impressive, so I was like, why would I bother? Like I saw a video from the Huawei Honor 8, is it 8 I think? The latest one, the one with the dual camera, and it was like a 60 frames per second video on a train. It was really nice. And the colors are nice and it's not shaky at all. I was like, whoa, this is way nicer than whatever I saw earlier. So yeah, that sensor, even though it's newer, it wasn't that nice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. So I'm gonna update my Instagram more often, so check it out. My phone started resetting. It's gonna reset until the power runs out, or it's gonna like just shut off on its own. What I kind of missed though is that cute little Korean font that my LG had, and now it's just back to stock Android. And like, I like the clock thing a little better, but I don't know how to customize it, so I'm just leaving it as this because I don't want to install like unnecessary stuff. And I'm not one of those people who like have to have updates and stuff, because even when I had this and it updated, I don't really notice anything besides that time when like it gave me the notification bars that you can slide off when it's not logged in. But yeah, my lock screen is back to this cat because my Superboy one is kind of too white and it kind of doesn't match. So I needed a wallpaper that shows the time like actually without like covering the art. Or blending with the art, I mean. But yeah, basically my story about why I don't have an iPhone because everyone else has an iPhone is that back when it came out, it was basically on contract only, exclusively, and as a 19-year-old who doesn't have a credit history, is like, how the hell am I gonna get a cell phone? So I've been basically using prepaid phones for a long time, like ever since I got a phone, because my parents never wanted to get me one. And yeah, so I had to get it on my own. And I used Virgin Mobile for a while, but they're CDMA, and then I moved to T-Mobile ever since they did that 5 gigabytes data plan. So that one's more for me because I surf the web more than I talk. So, and if I really needed to like hold a conversation, I have unlimited texting. So yeah, but I've been on T-Mobile ever since. I also had to like get over my anxiety of talking on the phone because I had to like call the customer support to change the SIM cards around, because the SIM card for this one was a micro SIM, while this one's a nano SIM. So I had to buy a new one and then tell them to change the number to that one. But yeah, it was so like hard fondling it around because it kept falling out of the little tray. I can't believe, I don't understand why it has to be so small, because the micro SIMs, I don't understand why it has to be so small, because the micro SIM is not that much bigger than a nano SIM. I actually haven't tried dash charging either, but I'm probably gonna appreciate this later on. But yeah, now I have to buy like some extra USB Type-C cables and stuff. Okay, what am I talking about anymore? Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. Don't forget to follow me on my other social media, just plugging it out there.